Okay, time for a new video. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. This is yet another Eurovision 2026 related video here on my channel, and another reaction type video as well, because right now I'm about to listen in full for the first time to the French entry with regards to the 2026 edition of the Eurovision Song Contest, which, as we all know, will take place this May in Vienna, Austria. As always, you're welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment down below, and as always, there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. So as I speak to you, it is March the 6th, and earlier today, France Télévisions announced that they had internally selected Monroe to represent them at this year's upcoming Austria-staged ESC. I am on eurovoix.com. It is worth saying France was one of 7 countries to participate in the first Eurovision in 1956. They've taken part every year except 1974 and 1982. They've won on 5 occasions, but not since 1977 with Mary Myriam and the song L'Oiseau et l'Enfant. If we take a look at France's form over the past couple of years, I think it's clear that they've really wanted to turn their form around after several years of so-so results, disappointment, etc. They really want to win this. I think that's very clear. They can't stop winning Junior Eurovision, but the adult competition, those wins and those really good results have been hard to come by. However, it's not been too bad since the turn of this decade. In 2021 in Rotterdam, we had Barbara Pravi with Voila, this very classy, simply staged, highly effective ballad. Not much to it. The juries were on board with it, no surprise there. The public were on board with it. Second place, 499 points. One of France's best ever results, it has to be said. Then a year later, something very different. In Breton, it was Alvan Anderhez with Foulaine. Fairly energetic, there were some flames, green lighting, the 3 women, fairly catchy stuff. But for some reason, the love just wasn't really there on the night of the grand final that year. 24th place, 17 points. You could argue that's one of the most underrated Eurovision tracks of this decade so far. Lazara came along in 2023 with Évidemment. Bit of a fan favourite, was expected to do very well in Liverpool. Only 16th place. The juries didn't love it as much as I thought they were going to. The public didn't love it as much as I thought they were going to. In 2024, Slimane came along. He's a big star. There he was on stage. Bit of a smoke machine, if I remember correctly. Belting this song out. That moment when he stood back from the microphone stand and was really singing for his life. Very impressive stuff. The song not doing anything brand new, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Mon Amour finished 4th with 445 points. Last year in Basel, we had Louane, another big star. She premiered this song at half-time in a big stadium during a Six Nations rugby match. Maman, the name of the track, really beautiful, heartfelt, touching, emotionally charged, etc. Again, doing nothing terribly original. The performance in Basel was nice, the sand everywhere, and I think she had that timer as well with the sand in at one point. Really beautifully done. One of the favourites to win. I predicted this was going to be the winner last year. How wrong I was, because as much as the juries liked it, the public didn't really care much for it at all for some reason. 7th place in the end is not too bad. 230 points. France are aiming for a 3rd result in a row in the top 10, which has not happened since the early 1990s, looking at this list in front of me. It is another female solo act. They are 17 years of age. They are an opera soprano singer. Monroe is going to perform Regarde, Look, and it's been written by Fred Savio, Freddie Marsh, and Violin Phoenix. Might be pronouncing that wrong, but what a name that is. She was born in Utah to a French mother and American father. She came to prominence a few years ago, winning the television show Prodigy, where she made an instant impression on audiences with her operatic voice. She's released an album which included cover songs and classical tunes as well, and she's going to tour France later this year, performing in churches and cathedrals. Get a load of that. Anyway, this is going to be very, very interesting because she's so young. The song is now available on the official Eurovision Song Contest YouTube channel. It premiered a short time ago. We have an advert first. What I'm watching won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching. That's the way it usually is, but chances are you'll have seen this by now anyway. The music video does not matter too much. What matters is the song. And this could really be a massive jury favourite in Vienna this year. Let me know your thoughts by leaving a comment down below if you so wish. Regarde for France. Monroe. Let's see what you're bringing to the table. Here we go. I don't have a huge amount of time to film this video, so my thoughts might be a bit messy. I'll be pausing here and there. But deliver the goods. Young girl walking up some steps. Okay. Echoey, whispery sounds here. And there's a heart with the French flag on it. Oh. There's the Eiffel Tower, the only building in France. Violins kicking in early. Whoa, dramatic stuff. Paris. Oh, God. I mean, I don't want to say this is so typical of France. I'm only a few seconds into it, but, okay, we've mentioned Paris and we've seen the Eiffel Tower. Job done, guys. Soft piano. Oh, hello. Regardez-moi. And now we've got that sort of James Bond musical accompaniment in the background kicking in now with the strings and the slightly ominous sound coming to the fore. Oh yeah. Let those sounds swirl. Bit of opera now, because why not? Okay, okay. I like this, and I am already smelling the jury points, dear viewers. Tell me you can't smell them too. My goodness me. Yeah. Clearly able to sing very well. I've no doubt in my mind they'll be able to do this very well live. We've got a bit of piano, we've got plenty of strings, and you just sense that it is building up to something that's going to have a real flourish at the end, if you see what I mean. Inside my chest, you set my heartbeat. I'm loving the outfit, truth be told. I think it really suits her. Wearing a tie. It's quite the look. Drums. Love is, it hits you like lightning. Yeah. I wouldn't say that this has the most memorable hook or refrain or melody. But as I said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. France know what they're pretty good at. They know where the bread is buttered. And they're probably thinking, you know what? Let's do something that's not a million miles away from what we've done in the recent past, with a few changes. And who knows, maybe this could be the one that gets us another Eurovision win. This is really not too bad at all, you know. Some people will say, oh, France are trying so hard to win. It reeks of desperation. Yes, people can say that. But as I always say, you've got to be in it to win it. It's a competition. And France want to win. Oh, shh. Big notes again now, in this final third. Marching towards something. Oh, yeah, So many songs this year end in a way that's not a million miles away from how Wasted Love ended. Finland's song does it a bit, doesn't it? Where it just ramps up in tempo right towards the end. And this French song seems to be doing something similar. Oh, jury love everywhere you look. Could have some interesting choreo throughout this performance. That's definitely a possibility, I would say. Regardez-moi. Look at this. Oh! And it ends just like that. Well, tell me that is not going to get a ton of jury love in May. Wow. Score out of 10. 10 being incroyable. 1 being mon Dieu. That was absolutely awful. I'm going to give this song 7. And the reason I'm not giving it any higher than that is because I don't think this is taking too much of a risk. Which is fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've said that 3 times now. But also, I think maybe some Eurovision fans are going to look at this and say, what a shame that we're not really getting anything brand new from France. Why have we got this sort of operatic sound? We're bored of it. We've had Nemo, we've had JJ, now we've got Monroe. It's tiresome, etc., etc. So, yeah, there's no doubt about it in my mind already that this is probably going to do far better in the jury vote than the public vote. Let's just take a look at the comments. If Barbara and JJ have a child, France really wants to win the jury this year. Another opera song, shocked face. This girl is so talented. France is hungry for another win. France did not flop this year. This seems promising, let's go. As long as they don't mess up the staging with sand or something, this will work. Another beautiful song by France. Jumped to place number 2 in the odds in 2 minutes. Is that the case? Goodness me. Well, yeah. If you haven't got the juries on board, then it's a real uphill battle to win the competition. It's the Frenchiest French that has ever Frenched, and Monroe's voice is beautiful. Yeah. I think if there's any criticism that's going to come this song's way, it might be purely because of the genre and the fact that it's not a million miles away from what we've had from France in the recent past. It's in the same ballpark, if you see what I mean. However, can't really fault the vocals. The presentation of this music video wasn't too bad. And there's a lot of promise. This could do really, really well. Really, really well. In terms of how memorable the melody is, I'm not too sure. But yeah, really nice. 7 out of 10, I would say, based on the very first full listen. Let me know what you think about Regarde by, I've already forgotten her name. That's not very good, is it? Monroe, for France, their entry for this year's upcoming Vienna-staged Eurovision Song Contest. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and au revoir for now.